I've been waiting for a day like this to come. Struck like lightning, my heart's beating like a drum. On the edge of something wonderful, face to face with changes. What's it all about? Life is crazy, but I know I can work it out, 'cause I got you to live it with me. I feel alright, I'm gonna take on the world. Light up the stars, I've got some pages to turn. I'm singing, oh, 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 oh. Take on the world, 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 take on the world. All meets chemistry. I'm so glad we got our fall midterm project done for advanced chemistry. I don't even know why I put myself through the torture of taking that class. I think the reason you signed up for it is that I told you if you wanted to become a pediatric nurse, you needed to do well in chemistry. But Farkle, that doesn't even make sense. It's not like that job requires me to do chemistry. Oh, really, Riley? Because you need to know how to convert dosages down from the right amount for an adult to the right amount for a child, and that's chemistry. And if a kid ingests chemicals that are bad for... I get it, Farkle. Chemistry is important, but I still have to admit it's the hardest class I've ever taken. I knew it would be, Riley. That's why I offered to take the advanced chemistry with you instead of college biology with Smackle. I know, and I appreciate it. I'm just nervous. About what? About disappointing my mother. She can be pretty intense when it comes to school, and if I don't make an A on this project, then I'll have a C in chemistry for the semester. Relax. I'm sure we'll make an A. And besides, if it makes you feel any better, I currently only have a B in chem. Yeah, actually, that makes me feel a lot better. I just sort of assumed you had an A. Everyone does. I get that I'm really smart, but I'm not perfect, and I'm sick of everyone expecting me to be. Farkle, I never expect you or want you to be anything other than just Farkle. I really appreciate that, Riley. Smackle and my father would never say something like that. How come? They both really love you. I know. They just are always pushing me to be my best, and I respect that. But it's hard, always having to make straight A's to prove yourself. And sometimes you just wish they'd quit micromanaging you and just sit back and let you fail or succeed on your own. You get me, Riley. You always have. What's wrong, Farkle? It's nothing. It's not nothing, Farkle. Now tell me what's wrong. I've been dating Smackle for 2 years now. And although we make sense on paper, I'm not sure if I see us ending up together. And I feel like I should know that by now. I don't get it. I mean, you know you love her, right? Yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm in love with her. I mean, I love Maya, and I could never see myself marrying her. Well, and you love me, right? Always, Riley. Always. I just meant I could love a girl without seeing a romantic future with them. And I'm not sure I see one with Smackle. I don't get it. If I say how I feel, you promise not to call me a sexist pig again? Well, that depends on whether or not what you say makes you sound like a sexist pig. Fair enough. Smackle is clearly my intellectual superior, and whenever I'm around her, I feel inferior. If
you're trying to tell me that you don't want to date Smackle just because she's smarter than you, then you are a sexist pig. Let me finish, Riley. It's not just that she's smarter than me that hurts. It's that every chance she gets, she feels the need to rub the fact that she's smarter than me in my face. Well, did you tell her that? I've tried, but it's hard to tell her stuff like that without her just blaming it on her Asperger's, which I get plays a big part in the way she treats me. But I feel like she could make more of an effort than she does. I don't know what to say, Farkle, other than you need to talk to her. I know. I just wish it was as easy to talk to her as it is to talk to you. I know. Sometimes I feel that way when it comes to talking to Lucas. I just don't feel as comfortable around him as I do around you. Well, we have known each other for a lot longer. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe. Riley! Mr. Minkus just called and said that Farkle never came. Farkle, what are you still doing here? It's almost breakfast time. Sorry, Mrs. Matthews. I guess Riley and I stayed up talking all night and working on our chemistry project. I should have known better than to stay up talking. It was around midnight when I turned off my laptop, and that must have been hours ago. Well, I'll call your dad and tell him you're still here, and I'll go set you a place at the breakfast table. I can't believe we stayed up talking all night. I've only done that a couple of times with Lucas and that one time at the ski lodge. It's not weird. We've always talked a lot, Riley. Riley, Lucas and Maya are here. Okay, Mom. I'll be out in a minute. Hey, Farkle, can you go in the kitchen with everyone else so I can get ready for school? Oh, yeah. You're wearing the same clothes you wore yesterday. Farkle, care to explain? Yeah, care to explain? Whoa, Lucas, I just what, Farkle? Why is there fighting in my kitchen? No fighting in... Farkle spent the entire night in your daughter's bedroom, sir. Proceed. We were just talking. Talking, I tell ya. Well, she's my girlfriend. Good morning, friends. Good morning, family. Bay window, Riley. Bay window now. What? I don't like that Farkle stayed here all night. We were just studying and talking, that's all. Well, I don't like you talking to other guys when I'm not around. That's insane, Lucas. You once said you were a secure Western hero, and that I could talk to whoever I wanted, and I wanted to talk to Farkle, one of my best friends. Well, I also said I wanted all the important talks, the ones that we were going to think about and always remember to just be between us. I can't do that, Lucas. What? I can't just not have any deep important talks with my friends. Besides, it's not like you would be saying that if this was Maya. Well, she's a girl. Well, girls can like other girls. But do you like other girls? No, I like you. and I want you to quit getting so jealous. What makes you think I'm jealous? Seriously, you almost hit Farkle in my kitchen before he even had a chance to say anything. Yeah, well, nothing, Lucas. I once made a pact with Maya that we would never settle for anyone less than Farkle. And this is you acting less than Farkle. How am I supposed to act? He spent the night in your room. You're supposed to trust the sweet, innocent girl you've known for the past 4 years and dated for the past year isn't the kind of person who would cheat on someone. I do, Riley. I just mean... No, Lucas. I'm done talking about this. I didn't mean to make you cry. I think we need to break up. Why? Because I need time to figure out the way I feel. Feel about what? About us? About Farkle? About life in general? I'm a girl, Lucas. We're complicated. I just need some time to think. So what does that mean for us? Relationship us is on a break. And friendship us? Same as it's always been. How much of that did you guys hear? Enough to know that you like me. And what makes you think that, Farkle? The fact that you used me as a threshold to judge the guys you date, although I am insulted that you see me as the minimum acceptable instead of the most exceptional. Maya, I think that Farkle over here has a big head, and that Ranger Rick was acting like a jerk, and that as my best friend, you're better off without him. And why am I still sad? Because all breakups are hard, even when you know it wasn't meant to be. The thing is, I don't know that. All I know is that I didn't like the way he was acting. You still did the right thing. Yeah, Riley, I agree with Maya, and I always am here for you. Me too. Thanks, Farkle. Thanks, Peaches. Aw, Topanga, doesn't that remind you of you, Sean, and I when we were their age? Quit putting pressure on them to be us, Corey. They have their own unique lives to live. Yeah, I guess. Thank you for breakfast, Mrs. Matthews, but I need to get ready for school and pick up Smackle. See you in chemistry class, Riley. See you in chemistry, Farkle. What was I thinking breaking up with Lucas? He was the best boyfriend I ever had. Unless you want me to count Charlie Gardner, the creepy creep, he is the only boyfriend you ever had. Yeah, I don't know if I did something stupid by breaking up with him. Well, why did you break up with him? You promise not to laugh? Promise. I didn't know if it meant anything to Farkle, but talking to him all night meant something to me. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I like him now. Riley likes Farkle. Farkle and Riley. Riley likes Farkle. Shh. Someone will hear you. Besides, he's still dating Smackle. So, I know he likes Smackle, Riley, but he's been in love with you since we were 7. Is Smackle our friend, Maya? Well, I guess, but I only... No buts, Maya. She is our friend, and just like the boys are. And I can't just take Farkle away from her. Why not? Do you remember what she was like before she met us in Farkle? You mean a nerd with no social skills and no friends? Exactly. I can't take everything away from her just because we like the same guy. Riley, you can't avoid your feelings. You tried that in Texas, and all it did was blow up in your face. Just drop it. I never thought innocent little Miss Sunshine would have it in you to cheat on Lucas. I never cheated on Lucas. So was he lying when he told me that Farkle spent the night with you in your bedroom, Riley? No. And was Lucas lying when he said that you broke up with him because you have feelings for Farkle? No, but I never cheated on him. Okay.
I'm recording it.
I believe you. So what happened? So, what's today's topic of conversation? Well, Riley here was... So do you like me now, Maya? Because between the first triangle and now this new one, I'm finding it hard to keep up with who likes who. Shut up, Zay. Feisty. I like it. I didn't pull you in here to flirt. I pulled you in here so you wouldn't say anything about Riley liking Farkle to Smackle.
Is that your voice?
Meanwhile, Smackle is standing in the doorway of the classroom without Maya or Zay noticing. Sees Smackle run off and sees Zay and Maya take their seats. Then Mr. Matthews enters the classroom and sits down at his desk. I'm surprised the two of you are here first. Usually Smackle and Farkle who are in class first. Well, Farkle did say he was going back home so he could get ready for school, so you'll probably be a bit late. Oh yeah, so Farkle did get some last night. Mr. Babineau, if you ever insinuate something like that involving my daughter again, you'll get detention and won't ever be allowed near my daughter again. My bad. I'm just gonna quit talking and sit over here. Bring, 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 bring. Everyone enters classroom and sits in their seats except for Farkle and Smackle. During the American Civil War in 1865, the common idea was that the war was caused by the country's debate over slavery. But there were many factors that went into the start of the Civil War that had nothing to do with slavery, and everything to do with common misunderstandings caused by people living in the North and South not to understand the other's way of life. I don't get it. What does this have to do with us, Daddy? Well, back in the 1800s, communications between the North and South was difficult to come by. I don't get it either. We communicate all the time, Matthews. Do I have to spell everything out for you people? I know that when you have different opinions from your friends about something, it's easy to want to keep those opinions to yourself. But once they come out, and trust me they will, there's going to be conflict and people are going to get hurt. Sorry I'm late, sir. Glad you could join us, Mr. Minkus. Now maybe you could answer me something. What good came out of the Civil War? A lot of good, sir. After the conflict ended, the South went through an industrial revolution and became less focused on just farming. Slavery ended and the states became more unified.
Oh, now I get it. So you're saying it's better to deal with conflict than to avoid our problems. Because even though it will cause fighting and people will get hurt, in the end we'll become closer because of it. And things will get better?
Exactly, Riley. Now don't forget your assignment for this week is to write an argumentative essay on whether or not you think the Civil War was a good thing or a bad thing. Bring, 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 bring.
Rebecca?
Yeah.